Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Stella Rosevella, where I talk about the latest Asian drama, music shows, and artists. Today I want to talk about my first impressions of 女心理师, Psychologist. So let's get into it. So before I talk about my first impressions of the drama, I want to talk a bit about the author of the book. This drama is based off of a book, but it's actually not really based off of the book because the book is very, very different from this drama. The author of the book is Bi Shumi, who is a very popular, very famous, and she has a license in psychology. I guess you can say it like that. I don't know how else to say it, but based on what I've googled, she worked with the writer to work on this drama. So she's part of the writing team. So who is in this drama? What's this drama about? Who is in this drama? Yang Zi is our female lead. She plays He Dun, who is a psychologist. She's going to help these clients throughout the drama, and you'll see these people throughout this drama that make cameo appearances, and that's who she is. And Jin Boran, who plays Qian Kai, who is a broadcaster at a radio station, and he actually wants to work with He Dun on a show. So he reached out to her and said, like, you know, I want to work on the show. I know what you do. I was wondering if, you know, we can work together. So I sort of gave you like sort of the gist of what this drama is about. You'll slowly see He Dun's character and Qian Kai's character, like their like story, like more and more about them as the story goes on. So I have to say, for this drama, I was blown away by the opening scene of this drama. When you watch the opening, you see someone skateboarding all in black. That's actually, I believe, is the second male lead. He's skateboarding throughout the mall. As he's skateboarding, you see that he passes by these people. And behind these people, they're like, the camera stops for a little bit, for a few seconds, and you see this like colorful like skull person who's not happy. And I was like, oh, this sort of represents maybe the true, like, real emotion, like how that person feels, like the person that you see on the camera, like how they actually feel. As the camera is going and everything, you hear a lady talking about depression and mental health and the statistics by WHO. And at the very end, you hear this phone number, which is a real hotline that is the Beijing hotline that people can actually use. So for that scene, I felt like there was a lot going on, but I felt like it's very, 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 for me, it was very, I was actually very blown away, and I was just like, there's so much going on. I love this drama already, just based off this scene. And then it goes into the audience will meet He Dun's first client, who is a student that called the hotline, and He Dun was at the call center, and she spoke with the student, and the student, what she felt at that moment, if you watch that scene, for me, it was actually a little triggering for me. There was a point where the student was not on top of the building anymore. She was actually in the supply room, it seems like. And she was holding, I forgot what it was. I think a scissor or something sharp, and a sharp object. And she was still on the phone with He Dun, and she was talking about like how, like, what, you know, what happened and everything, and like how do you feel, and everything. And she at one point said she thought about her parents. And for me, I cried at the moment because I feel like that's how I felt when I was sort of in a similar situation. So I just cried when I saw that scene. I was like, yeah, I don't know how else to explain it to y'all, but it was that scene that really got me, and I was just like, wow, this drama is gonna be really triggering for me in so many aspects, but was so like real for me. I just felt like I really dived into the story. Just like it was actually not that long opening and this first episode and meeting this client. And then secondly, I feel like this drama has a lot of little details that you have to go back into sort of like thinking about, even though there's gonna be a lot of these characters, but there's so many details that you have to watch it over again and think about, and you're like, oh wow, I didn't catch that at first, but now I sort of do. So I want to talk a little bit about Jin Boran's character, 钱看义. 钱看义其实他 in the first scene where you see him, he's actually at a stop at the red light and basically in the road, like traffic and everything, and he's on a motorcycle, and he notices, like, people are crossing the street and everything. He notices a girl who stops in the middle of the crosswalk. She's not moving. Chen Kai-yi notices this particular person. There's this car coming, this truck coming, my motorcycle, give it to that truck instead, and he like pushes the girl, and so she didn't get hurt, but I was like, who is this character? And secondly, he does go to the school, and you know how he like uses the rope and goes down the building, like outside. What do you call this? Propelling? What? You know what I'm talking about. And I was like, who is this character? And later you see that he goes into the radio station and being talking about like the host of, like, he wants to talk about like the show, and it was like, what is really his job? Like, what has he been through? Like, why does he have these skills? And then you see later that when he helps like He Dun like organize, like set up the room, there's this figurine that dropped on the floor, and it was a figurine of a firefighter. So then you're just like, was he a firefighter, or like does he know someone that was firefighter? Because you see a scene where he's in the shower and the back, like he got hurt. So it's like, okay, there's so many clues. As for He Dun's character, way in the beginning, you know that He Dun actually has a little brother, and her brother is not here anymore. And you notice that He Dun's, like, she doesn't really leave her hair long. And yeah, a lot of like little details, and sometimes her mom would actually call her little brother's name instead of her name, so you know that something happened there. Another thing that I like about this drama is when the clients meet with He Dun, they talk about like their memories or like something in the past or anything. They go back and talk about like what happened and everything. You see a visual sort of like what happened. You see He Dun and the clients and the person, like that would be the person themselves or whatever. You see them looking at like what happened. I don't know, I just feel like it helps as an audience for it visually, and them being there, their present, them being there and looking at with He Dun. He Dun, when she is with her clients and she's like, okay, let's do this exercise together, and for the reason for doing that exercise and everything. And I really feel like these different exercises, not only do they help the clients themselves in the drama, I feel like that also helps the audience as well. Is something that they can use, maybe, I'm not sure, or something that they can think about when they're thinking about certain things. Another thing that I like about this drama is that you can sort of see He Dun's like also like what she's thinking in her mind, and you see it visually, and I was like, this is really cool. For me, I feel really cool about that. I was like, wow, this is amazing. It was like, this is so cool. It seems like throughout recently these couple years, a lot has been brought up about mental health, and a lot more people are more and more open about mental health, which I feel like that's great. And I feel like this drama came at a time where like a lot of people do talk about mental health, and I feel like this drama's message is sort of telling people like, you know, mental health is really important as well, same as physical health, but it's also the same thing. So I feel like based on what I've seen on Weibo, and I also really connect with this drama more, simply because I think culturally I feel and I understand where these clients are coming from, and obviously emotions and everything I feel like anyone can connect, but I think culturally there's some things that the characters go through I feel like I connected more to the story. A lot of interesting posts on Weibo. I read how a mom actually apologized to her daughter. I have to talk about what I don't like about this drama. Probably the second male lead. I understand this drama. I don't know, I feel like this type of drama I don't need the thriller element added to this, but it seems like there's going to be. And the second male lead, right from the beginning, you know what he wants to do. He really wants to get into Hoodwin's life and everything like that. But at the same time, you know he's there for a reason and what he wants from Hoodwin. And basically he just want to ruin her life, and like you sort of get to know maybe more, obviously more and more about who he is later in the drama. Another thing is the relationship. So obviously the characters Hoodwin and Ching-Kai are really cute as well, but I feel like I really like Hoodwin and her friend's relationship. If they were the only relationship in this drama, I'm so happy. Like, I could totally, I buy that. I'd be like, oh yeah. I feel like Ching-Kai doesn't really need to be there. I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like there's certain points where like Hoodwin's like, you know, like you're being so nice to me, like what, you want me to like let's get together and everything? I was like, ah! So yeah, I like totally buy that. I was like, oh my gosh, I love this relationship. So I feel like their relationship is so much stronger than her relationship with Ching-Kai. I mean, obviously this is still the beginning stages of the story. So that is all I have for this drama. There are some parts that I feel like I tried my best to explain what I want to say, and I hope that did get through. And yeah, so anyways, let me know what you think of this drama so far. Did you like it? What did you like about it? And everything like that. Okay, I will see you in the next video. And anyways, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like videos like this, please subscribe to the channel, and also leave a comment below on what you like about this drama so far. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye!